Oh dear, I wonder what tragedy Haku has brought for us today, or for this week. I don't like the look on Athena's face. She looks worried and scared, doesn't she? I'm scared for her. Just focus. And remember, mature, alright? I'll try. But I really think people would be worried. In that case, you should join me. He sounded convinced that I was the best option and held out a cup. I just woke up. Please let me regain my bearings a little before forcing me to drink. I see, that's too bad. I was looking forward to tipping one back with you. Same here. I guess we have Haku to blame for this rough treatment. I'm truly sorry. Ha! I barely laid a finger on him. Blame the Nagasaki Vigilance for being weak. Why don't you have a drink? Why don't you have Haku drink with you? I don't want to. Haven't you figured that out yet? Well, thanks to how roughly you know who handled me, I doubt I can hold anything down right now. You call that rough? You're one delicate little vigilant, aren't you? More sparks started to fly as Haku and I glared at one another. Alright, you two. Hikari, once again I'm sorry. Haku, could you back off a little? Toy sounded like a man of reason. He apologized again while attempting to soothe his cohort. I hated to cause him trouble, and yet the thought of giving in to Haku's demands was annoying. If I sit and have a drink, I can watch over the Shogun and might learn something about the Shadow Vigilance. If you don't mind, maybe I'll have that drink after all. I'm sure my escorts will be pleased to know you keeping me company, Hikari. I took a seat next to the Shogun and immediately felt someone's gaze. It was Gin. He was staring, or rather glaring at me. He silently glared for quite a while, as if somehow appraising me. Then without warning, he grabbed my collar and pulled me close. That sharp gaze looked like it was about to reveal my secret. Please? Just read it quickly and I'll read the rest. So that's the end of this chapter. Look forward to the next one. Dry throat. Yeah, I felt that too. Alright, the boys are chatting. So, what was that guy's name? Haku? Did he take Hikari? I reported back to my lord, and he seemed quite upset about the news. Since Hikari's as Hikari's instructor, I feel like a failure. Shintaro, try not to blame yourself. Remember, Hikari is a ninja. It'll take a lot more than that. Being abducted to put him in danger. Let's pray he returns soon, and without a scratch on him. Yes, you're absolutely right. Oh, jeez. You wanted to do 3-star tickets for this one? 3 for each, shall we do a game? Aw. I have to deal with Haku for 2 more store tickets? Do it. Fine. Gin's grip on my collar made it hard to breathe. The two of us stared across the short distance between us. It's more than just a sharp gaze. He's really glaring at me. When I held my breath and glared back, he immediately released my collar and pushed me away. I don't think he realized I'm a woman. What was that all about, though? I took a deep breath and began straightening my collar. Meanwhile, Toya calmly spoke up. Hikari, it seems Gin has taken an interest in you. What? You call that taking an interest? Toya saw my surprise and leaned over to whisper in my ear. Relax. When he doesn't like someone, he just takes out his gun and starts shooting. Okay. It was starting to feel like the Shadow Vigilants were a real wild bunch. No reason we can't all be friends, Hikari. Can't all be friends? Hikari, have a drink and enjoy yourself. If I could just have a little bite to eat. Toya's snacks are fantastic. Give this a try. You'll love it. I tried to taste at the Shogun's insistence, and it was so wonderful. Any worries about poison were immediately forgotten. That is good. You like it? I'm glad. You must be hungry by now, Hikari. I'll fix you something more substantial. I can't pronounce that word. No, actually, I doubt I can eat much. Well, I'm hungry, and I'd say it's about time for one final dish. One final dish? Does that mean you'll return afterwards? The Shogun answered my growing expectations with a drunken smile. That's one final dish before we start another round of drinking. I clutched my head. This was turning into a nightmare. Even Toya was grimacing. Gin sat there calmly, tipping back his sake. He appeared to be the only one not caught up in the Shogun's zeal. When I glanced at Haku, he looked desperate. Once again, he furiously motioned me to take the Shogun away. I motioned back that it was impossible, and then he stuck his tongue out and sneered at me. That was too much to resist. I snickered back at him. Are you looking for a fight? You're the one who keeps making all the threats. Haku, could you stop pestering our visitors? You're all trash, now shut up. Gin glared sharply around the room, and we immediately fell silent. Trash? That's a pretty harsh comment to say towards us. I was a little too frightened of him to point it out, though. Shogun ended up having a surprisingly good time while drinking a surprisingly large amount of sake. Oh my raw. Such a party. And I wanted to give Gin a few punches. Really? Oh, come on. Demons aren't that... Well, you know what? I take that back. Demons and devils are very vicious. How would you know? Have you dealt with fighting against your own master? You know what? As demon, I'm not allowed to answer that. Just read. Several hours later. We're talking about this off camera, you hear? No, we're not. Read. Found the Shogun sleeping soundly in his chair after wearing himself out from all of his excitement. Toya and I eyed one another across the quiet room while Gin continued to drink all alone. You're both welcome to sleep here if you want, but I imagine people will be worried. Yes, he is the Shogun after all. Then, despite the late hour, you should probably be going. I, on the other hand, have to clean up. I'll have Haku escort you back to make up for the way he dragged you here against your will. Huh? Haku stopped in the middle of trying to escape and turned around. He was clearly not pleased. Why do I have to go with them? I'm sure they can make it back on their own. Absolutely. The Shogun and I will be fine. This place can be too far from where we're headed. I have no doubt you'll soon recognize your surroundings, but... Toya paused to give me a worried look. Haku, do you honestly expect a woman to carry the Shogun back all alone in the dark? It felt like my heart was going to stop when I heard that. Oh no. I may have to screenshot this. Whew. Oh no! No. Fine. And that hurts. Okay, we're gonna choose immediately correct him. Study his expression before saying anything. Immediately correct him. Hello. I hate screenshotting while I'm recording. I knew I had to immediately deny it. Just as I was about to assert that I was a man, Haku blurted out, "Huh? Are you saying he's a woman?" He then turned and stared closely at me. Toya, I think you're losing your mind. I mean, he may be small, but he's definitely a guy. But... no way. Not a chance. Just look at all the anger pouring off him. All the anger was aimed at Haku. The guy really brought out the worst in me. I clenched my fists were trembling at both anger and relief spread through me. I suppose the one consolation is that they still think I'm a man. Haku, if you're leaving, hurry up. Gin sounded rather unconcerned. Haku reluctantly lifted the Shogun up onto his back. Feel free to visit again sometime, Hikari. To be honest, we should probably stop by and introduce ourselves to your group. Following his remark, Toya eyed Gin. The man was still quietly sipping from his cup and appeared to show no interest in our conversation. I can't carry this guy forever. Let's go. Haku started walking and I hurried to catch up before he might make a wrong turn. Without warning, the Shogun spoke up in his sleep and drunkenly shifted around. I'm not ready to head back. Whoa! The motion caught Haku by surprise and he lost his balance. I reached out to catch him, but he fell directly toward me. Uh-oh. Ooh, wonderful choice. And we're done. What? That's 3 story tickets already and we're already 14 minutes in. Okay, fine. Let's just go to Garmy Sherlock and that'll be the last 4 videos. Bye, Shubity fans. Yeah, bye.